Fort Ilkart ruins. We're looking for a word of power. Oh, there's something there. What is it? It's a corpse. Cultists. Excellent. That means we're in the right place. Cultists are here. So it's the word power.
Taste the blood! Taste!
Okay, this is the journal of a cult member. It would appear that at one point in time, this cultist was a nobleman. Due to the constant reminiscences reminiscences of the days of wealth and privilege. Excerpt. I amused myself today with memories of the annual fox hunt at the Vintner estate. There were some old ruins back in the wood behind the southern fields that the fox might head for. As we searched the ruins today, I imagined that the words of power were the fox and I the hound. The others must have thought I was cracking up when I started to laugh for no apparent reason, when I suddenly conjured up the image of Lord Whitner as a bespectacled hound, and I couldn't help myself. Okay, I think we're gonna drop this immediately, so I can see how that could possibly be useful later on. What is this?
Get 'em!
Ah, it's teleporting in more people. I don't want to listen to this noise. Book horror. Underdark creatures. Cave entrance. Why these lights? Translation amulet. An adventurer's journal. Most of the pages are torn and bloodstained, but a few notes can be made out still. The golems are invincible. It is only luck that has them move so slowly they cannot keep up. There must be some way to defeat them. The strange wizard in the garden seems to know something, but she won't tell me. I must leave now. I know, else I may never see my family again. If only I can make it back to the door. Translation amulet. The magic of this amulet translates all communication, verbal or otherwise, into a language both speaker and the listener can understand. Such a device must be equipped for its magic to work. The use of these powerful charms enabled ancient races to organize and command the massive slave labor forces their empires had assembled from the farthest ends of the world. Okay. group of typical undead. Temporal lizard. This creature flits in and out of existence. It's not hostile.
I'm gonna rip your head off and make it my puppet!
Creator race ruin exits. Guardian Golem room. We probably don't want to go up against invincible golems.
It cannot be done.
This massive door will not budge despite your efforts to open it. Inscribed on the door are the following words. Only the masters of smoke, color and sound may enter. There are 3 locks on this door. So that's probably where the word is then. How do we get there?
It is certain as death itself. The task is done.
Temporal Golem Slave.
It is certain as death itself. The task is done.
Garden door. So that's where the wizard is supposed to be. The small garden is covered by a semi-transparent magical field that glimmers above you. You can see the open sky through the bubble. Yeah, Saphira.
What? Who? Oh, pardon me, I didn't notice you there. I was rather engrossed in my contemplations of the time stream. It's easy to get lost in their paradoxical currents, if I do say so myself.
Time stream? What inferno are you talking about? I suppose I should start at the beginning. Get it at the beginning? A little time travel joke. In a recursively accessible time stream, a beginning by definition cannot exist. Now do you see what's so funny? No? Never mind. Are you completely insane? Don't go jumping to conclusions. Just because I am a wild mage and the realm's foremost leading expert on time travel does not mean I am insane. You are simply too blind to see the reason of my words. I'm sorry, sometimes I forget temporal displacement is a confusing subject. Let me explain. I will try to keep this brief and simple. I'm a researcher in fluid temporality, time travel if you will. This is why I am here in these ruins, because they were built in a time sink. Time travel, right. You scoff, but subjective temporality is a fact. Time travel's not easy, you understand, and backward is much simpler than forward. But it is possible on a time sink. What's a time sink? A time sink is an area where it is possible to tap into the time stream and travel backwards in time, though not forward, unless you are returning to the temporal reality you started from. Of course, such a thing is not easily accomplished. It requires old and powerful magic. Fortunately, the creator race has already done the hard work for us by building the sundials. What do you know about the creator race? They were a brutal people, enslaving the other races and with their powerful magic. Physically, the creator race resembles the lizard people of our own time. I have seen them when using the sundials to travel to the past. Are the sundials still working? They are, if you know how to use them. I could teach you how to travel back to the ancient past, when these ruins were still being built. But you have to perform a task for me. What's the task? I need the fruit of the rare Ultarg tree. I have the seeds, but the tree only bears fruit every 10,000 years or so. What I need you to do is to use the time sink to go back in time and plant the tree for me. According to my research, the only place you can safely plant the seeds and have the tree bear fruit is beneath the red rewarding rune painted on the soil of this garden. Plant the tree in the past and I'll be waiting here in the present to harvest the fruit. Why don't you do it yourself? I've had enough run-ins with that lizard-like creator race to last me an eternity. An eternity? Get it? That's a little time travel joke. Never mind. Point is, it's dangerous back there in the past. I'm not about to risk it myself, but if some brave adventurer wanted to go back there for me... What's in it for me? Don't worry, I'll see you are well paid for your troubles. I've made a fortune in gambling over the years, plus using the sundial to go back to the age of the creator race will send you to a time before the guardian golems were created. You could go back in the past and maybe find a way to weaken the golems, so you could get the word of power you mentioned at our last meeting. Or maybe you mentioned it at our next meeting. It's hard to keep everything straight. Golems? You know, the golems. The invulnerable guardians of the complex. Didn't we go over this at our next meeting? You could disable them by using the sundials to go into the past. Fine, I'll do it. You won't get very far if you don't know how to use the sundials. I've actually got a notebook that explains it all. It's pretty simple. Here, take the notebook. And these Ultark tree seeds you promised to plant. Oh, and you'll need this time crystal. The time crystals are magic items with a special use. Just use the special property on the time crystal and target the effect on the sundial, and you'll be sucked back to a time when these ruins were still being built. When you want to come back, just use the crystal again on the sundial and you'll be transported back to the present age. And if you go back into the past, you might find some way to weaken the guardian golems patrolling this complex, so you can get the word of power you told me you were looking for. Do you tell me at the next meeting? Whatever. Anything else? Just remember the rules. They're all in the notebook in case you forgot. 1. The area of the time sink only extends the length of the ruins. You won't be able to leave the vault complex while you are back in the past. 2. You can't bring any items of power from the past back with you. When you come forward, they will be left behind. Take only memories and leave only footprints, right? That's a little time travel joke, get it? Never mind. Yeah, I got it. Anything else? Remember to plant the seeds. Anywhere else and they won't grow. Then come back to the future and speak to me and I'll give you your reward. I guess that's it. Unless you have questions. No. No, I don't. So, time traveling. I'm not going to read the note. She explained it all already, so I don't see what... Okay, sundial. What possible things would I have to gain from just going the same thing over and over again? Just need to find a sundial. Lizard folk. Old One Commander. A minor damage absorption. Not enough to really matter. So our main objective is to find out how the hell we gain access to the Word of Power.
It is certain as death itself.
Hello.
I don't understand his speech.
Hello.
You cannot be here. If the mistresses catch an escaped slave in the golem room, they will kill us both. What is this place you're building? The mistresses are forcing us to build a great vault. When finished, it will be protected by magical wards of smoke, light and sound, as well as the golem guardians I'm working on. Okay, what can you tell me about these golem guardians? When complete, the vault will be protected by 3 indestructible golems, immune to all physical and magical attacks. My task is to complete the creation of one of these golems. Anyway, I could convince you to not finish building the golem. If I do not complete the golem, the mistresses will torture me until I beg for death, and then they will grant it to me in a gruesome fashion. I could free you from your enslavement. And where would I go? The lizard people rule the entire world. I'll be a fugitive forever on the run, knowing a horrible fate awaits if I'm captured. I'm a high-ranking, privileged slave. I'm given private quarters and bountiful food. I'm allowed to choose a mate, and I'm rarely beaten. Your offer is nothing compared to that. I need your help to strike a great blow against the tyranny of the creator race. I'm sorry, but the risk is too great. I will not help you, and if you kill me, they will simply find another slave to replace me. Regardless, the golem will be built. There's nothing you can say or do to persuade me. Actually, I think there is. Since we don't have the skills to convince them to do anything, that's pretty clear. We need to find someone else, some kind of a person that can influence things.
Death comes for us all!
Mammals come. At least we're getting a decent amount of experience points from it. What is this? Old One Defenses. This note appears to be instructions from a high priest to one of his underlings, describing how to enter the central vault of the complex. As a keeper of the sacred artifacts, you must understand the secrets of our inner sanctum. Only the rituals of smoke, light, and sound will unbind the door. There is no other way to enter its hallowed halls. Hallowed walls. Why would I want to enter? No. Once the slaves have finished building our golems, our defenses will be fully intact. The enslaved fairy will guide you through the ritual of sound, for she is bound to the magic of the gongs. To complete the ritual of smoke, you must cast the blessed powders on the sacred brazier, so that their combinations match the descending order of the stones set in the brazier's base. The ritual of light can only be completed using the stones drawn from the holy... Okay, I'm not gonna recall this anyway, so we'll read it when we actually encounter the puzzle in the current time. Yeah, we'll have to refresh our memory anyway, so no point even reading it now.
It is certain as death itself. The task is done.
Unidentified amulet. It's not a translation amulet. It could be anything. Potion of heal. Well, that's worthwhile. Riddle of light.
I'm gonna rip your head off and make it my puppet!
Duh. More slave workers.
It is certain as death itself. The task is done.
Ritual of sound. Evoker.
I welcome and greet you.
Bum bum. Bum bum. So a Z. What else? Answer is a Z. C. Okay. Maybe I'll remember that. Get one. But no, we'll see.
Well met.
Okay. Still need to find something. Okay, I'll go and plant the seeds first. Please get that out of the way. And I don't see why I'm even going through the equipment. We can't bring anything powerful out of here anyway, so... Morak. What manner of slave are you that does not cast down his eyes in my presence? I could have you flayed for this. Do you not recognize me? I am Morak, first daughter of the Queen, and heir to the throne. How dare you approach me? I bow to no one. I'm no slave. Your mistress should have removed your tongue for such defiance. But wait. There's something strange about you, creature. Where is your collar? Why is your forehead not branded with the mark of the house you serve? Your clothes and appearance are unknown to me. You are no slave. Who are you, creature? I'll be the one to ask questions around here. You are arrogant, when you should tremble before the terrible power of the creator race. How can this be? Unless... Of course, the time sink. This is not the world you know, creature. The secrets of the creator race are not yours for the taking. Guard, slay this creature. It must not escape back to its own time.
Get him! The silent... The silent...
Fantasies, get the hell out. The ground beneath this rune is soft and easy for digging. Plant the Ultark seeds. The seeds of the rare Ultark tree have been planted in the ground here beneath the rune. Now only time will tell whether they can take root in this inhospitable dungeon to grow into the fabled Ultark tree.
It cannot be done.
So that's the exit, we cannot go there. Still, we need some way to convince the workers. We knew what that would be. These are part of the puzzles later on. Okay, these two rooms have to contain our answer.
Feel that chill got me mad!
Prisoner. Would that be our answer then?
The task is done.
Harp of Charming. But we need the amulet.
Pleased to see you.
The prisoner won't help. Lokar. Okay, that's probably our answer then. Don't know who Lokar is, but it's the only named guy here.
You must be careful. I will help you if I can. But if the masters see us speaking, they will cut out my tongue.
Why are you helping me? I am Lokar, leader of the slaves. I often help those who have escaped the chains of the creator race, as you obviously have done. I'm searching for one of the words of power. I am sorry, I have not heard of such a thing. But I am only a slave, born into servitude. My knowledge is limited to what the mistresses tell me. This word may indeed be here. The mistresses are forcing us to build a great fortress complex. At its heart, we are constructing an enormous vault that will be protected by various magical wards once it is complete. Though what the masters plan to place inside the vault, I cannot say. Do you know some way I can get into the vault? Right now the vault is unguarded and empty. You could enter it if you wish, but once the complex is complete, the vault will be sealed by the power of the three magical wards. I do not know how much about the magical wards, but I suspect that once they are activated, it will be impossible to enter the vault without first deactivating them. Me about the wards. No, nothing new. Take this ring before you go. Show it to other slaves in the complex, and they will be more willing to risk themselves to help you. I wish there was more I could do for you. Every slave that escapes is a victory for our people, and a blow against the tyranny of the creator race. May luck be with you. Oh. What ring? Oh, crap. Volkar's ring.
Greetings.
Okay. With the Lokar's ring we could convince him. If Lokar sent you, your mission must be one of great importance to the fate of all those enslaved by the creator race. If I do not build the golem, the mistress will know I have aided you, but it might be possible for me to construct the golem with a single subtle flaw they will not detect. This will give the golem one fatal vulnerability. I can only introduce one flaw. If I introduce more, the mistresses will surely notice. Do you rather I make the golem vulnerable to fire, cold, blunt weapons, or slashing and piercing weapons? Blunt weapons should be fine, because Grimnar used blunts, and I have a blunt weapon too, so we can both use those. And we need to do the same thing with the other golems too, so. But that's pretty much our mission here.
Well met.
Blunt weapons. We'll put in the same weakness. So, one elemental damage or other type of weaponry.
Hello.
Blunt. Huh. So that's mission accomplished. Partial mission accomplished. We still haven't got the word of power. Might not be a simple matter to get it either.
It is certain as death itself. The task is done.
Okay. Let's do it. Yeah, vulnerability might be a little bit of a strong word for this. Barely taking any damage from this. It's even a magical weapon. +1, so it's just good enough. Well, at least Grimnar knows how to deal with things, so we'll still end up killing the bastard. And I'm doing damage too.
Death comes for us all!
It's fairly hard to hit in fact. That's probably the bigger reason we're having a little bit of a tough time killing it. Golden key. Ritual of Light can only be completed using the stones drawn from the holy pool in the center of the pillars. Begin by choosing any two of the single stones set in the primary color pools. Secondary pools must then be filled with the twin gems that match the corresponding color that would be created by combining the... Yeah, it's another one of those sentences I have very tough time following. Primary color pools. Ah. Then press one of them. Let's take purple gems. Okay. Now I at least understand what I can do here. Begin by choosing any of the two of the single stone sets in primary color pool. Okay, I chose the purple. Secondary pools must then be filled with the twin gems that match the corresponding color that would be created by combining the hues of the stones. What? Match the corresponding colors that would be created by combining the hues of the stones in the primary pool. Is it? No, this is primary pools. So maybe I did it the wrong way around. Pool is blood red. Sky blue, so do I need to reposition these? So the order was wrong. Yeah.
It is certain as death itself. The task is done. Feel the chill touch of the grave! The task is done.
I still have the habit of just picking everything up. Even though it's not even really worth bother of selling them.
Itself. The task is done.
Okay, just going to abandon looking through those chests. One of the three down.
Ooh, now you got me mad!
Riddle of sound. Bodak champion.
You got me mad.
That's instant death ability champion. That's right there. Knock it down. Ah. Bodaks are like this. Either you can get rid of the fairy bottle. You can keep your fairy. I think I recall the combination. Started with a Z. of swords. Okay. Boots of speed. So yeah, this stuff is worth money,
The
but
task is done.
one more to go. Although I don't know what's inside the actual vault. Yeah, word of power, sure, but is that all? Probably just rest before going in there.
Now you got.
No idea how to deal with this. Some kind of color code thing. Some writing has been placed on the easel. A rambling discussion about the values of the creator race. The Old Ones believed strongly in the power of certain gems, but a firm hierarchy was set in place. The least magical was seen to be a malachite. Amethysts were prized highly, but emeralds were revered by all. Malachite, amethyst, emerald. So emerald is green. Amethyst. What color is an amethyst and malachite? I don't have these. Well, green, yellow, and purple probably. No, it's orange, purple, and green. Otherwise, why have these color combinations? Okay, let's start with green. Is that the emerald? Yeah. So, where's the... So we should be able to unlock all the vault door now.
The task is done. It is death and damnation.
got me mad!
So it should be a simple matter of just going to the boat and hitting these now. I still want to see the other areas here. Hammerlin's Song. This is probably a bard's item, companion quest item. Maybe, possibly.
It is certain as death itself. The task is done.
Okay, after killing these, we'll rest and just go for the power. Tome of the Amulet. I think these are principles of time travel. Are items if you would have to want to create your own items. Mages can do that. But you always need to be able to cast some kind of spell on it, so since we can't use scrolls even, it's something that I'm just going to ignore. So, can we just get our hands on the word of power? I think I'll finish the garden quest first. Since I don't know what happens with the word of power. Don't want to have unfinished business.
Greetings. Once more, I must thank you for planting the Ultarg seed trees for me. Or is this the first time I'm thanking you? No matter. I am grateful in any case.
What about the reward? Have I not given it to you yet? No, I suppose I haven't. Or you wouldn't be asking now, would you? What to give, what to give? Ah, I know. Perhaps these gems will be a suitable reward. Their beauty may offset your ugliness. Oh, what I meant was, well, let's face it, you are rather unattractive. Well, that's true. Get a topaz out of it. That's worthless. I give you a tree that I was 10,000 years in the making, and all you give me is a handful of gems. True enough, but those gems were 1,000 centuries in the making, weren't they? I think we are even.
Get 'em!
And she's immune to damage. Yeah, because she's necessary as a for the plot progress. So yeah. But she wasn't there anymore. Not anymore.
It cannot be done.
Halo Lord. This could be troublesome. I think we'll do fine. Yeah, we'll do fine. And because we have no trouble hitting him. Oh shit, that's an instant death. Yeah, instant death abilities are starting to be in the game now. So now we are going to be buying those. Now we're going to buy the buildings.
It cannot be done.
Yeah, we killed it before he could throw. I think the spell he threw is implosion. Still an instant death ability.
Lord, take you!
Not sure if it's counted as death specifically though. It doesn't matter really. It's a clerical spell, and there aren't that many high-level clerics here. They're mostly mages, which will be using necromantic attack spells.
The task
Just
is
as
done.
deadly, but they're guaranteed to be fall under death magic.
You have done well to find the second word. Its power draws my spell, so that my projection may speak to you in this vision. There is much you must know.
What do you have to tell me?
Morgrim is nothing but a fool. He does not truly understand what he seeks. The words are ancient beyond imagination. They contain power he cannot fathom. I, Hadraline of the Word Slaves, was there at the beginning when the world was hot and this land was jungle where the Old Ones ruled.
What does this have to do with me?
The humans and elves and dwarves were but slaves to my people, the creator race. Just as I was a slave, bound with the power of the words. Until the extinction of my people and the coming of the endless winter.
Your people were wiped out. How did you survive?
When the Old Ones vanished, the power of their words remained. As did we, the Word Slaves, bound to that power, forced to walk the now frozen and desolate earth, forced to preserve the words and legacy of our masters. Many Word Slaves died when the endless winter came, but some learned to survive in the frozen waste, hiding from the lesser races who now hunted us. To survive what the Masters could not endure.
What does this have to do with Morgrim?
Morgrim seeks to unlock the dormant power of the words, so that he may enslave again. Word slaves, humans, dwarves, elves. Morgrim would have all bow to him as master.
He'll never succeed.
Morgrim is already doomed. The words were meant to release ancient evil upon the land, to devastate those who survived the change the Old Ones could not. The plague was only the first of the evils the words will unleash. The world as you know it shall be no more if Morgrim succeeds. This is the legacy of the creators. The words... No! It cannot be! Morag!
What's wrong?
Morag! He strikes at me! This cannot be! She attacks me through the words. She disrupts my spell of projection.
Well, good. With your spell god, maybe I can leave this stupid room.
No!
that's it, I guess. No, 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 no. Let's go take a look at the... if there's anything else here. Okay, render. It's not a... that's an easily disposable enemy. Well, it doesn't look like there's anything of interest here, so I think we're just gonna do... we'll return the work report to Aaron and then to, I guess, inventory management, just to get rid of that loot we gathered. There's only one direction left. Are you capable of continuing with your story? We are pretty much guaranteed to get the one level up then. Level 15 and we'll enter the final stage. Fine. Fine.
The city of Neverwinter is forever in your debt, but now is not the time to dwell on past successes. There are more words yet to be found before Malgrim gets his claws on them.
One of the words of power.
Why didn't you say something earlier? Hopefully this will slow the armies advancing on Neverwinter. At the very least, the loss of another word of power will strike a harsh blow to the plans of Malgrim's cult, whatever they may be. Despite my initial unfavorable impressions of you, you have proven yourself worthy of my respect. Allow me to express the gratitude of Neverwinter by giving you a reward of 2,500 gold pieces.
I ran into Hedroline again.
Hedroline? What did the lizard woman have to say this time?
She spoke of the ancient creator race. She claimed to be one of them. I think she's a friend.
I'm no history expert, but wouldn't that make her thousands of years old? I'm not sure whether I believe her, and I don't know what this has to do with Malgrim. But I intend to try and find out. Leave Hedroline to me. Malgrim and his crew are still skulking around the countryside, which means they must believe there's at least one more word still undiscovered. Find it before they do. I wish you luck in your mission. The very survival of Neverwinter may depend on it.
Is there...
Yeah, we aren't going to need that level up before Grimna is going to tell us anything. About 6,000 experience points. Shouldn't be too bad. Okay, let's see what we have. Crap. Succubus necklace, yeah. Crap. More crap. Boots of speed. What's this? Necklace of prayer beads. Can I even use it? Archer's belt. Damage immunity piercing, 10% bonus. That's terrible. Ring of elemental resistance. We have again 150,000 gold. Had it? Yes. Yes. 160,000. Where is the belt of guiding lights? Immunity to death magic. Yes, please. Okay, not too bad. One more direction to go. Moonwood. We're missing a few things. The word of power naturally, but say the supply lines. There has to the Orc King we have to murder has to be in this direction too. We pretty thoroughly searched everything else, so a cave we would not have missed. So yeah. Get the last word of power, murderize the orc, keep an eye out for anything suspicious, try to get the level up, and that'll be it.